So this is now round 2 because last time I recorded this video and I stopped the file on Audacity, everything decided to crash. So here we are again, re-recording the video back to back. I've already recorded this video before, so here we are again. This is an entire deja vu for me. But today, in today's video, we're taking a look at Jeffree Star because we hit our like goal of the last video. So thank you guys very much for that. But hey, that at least shows me that you guys at least are interested in hearing about this topic. So if you haven't been on twitter.com lately, or you've just been spending your time doing important stuff in the real world, you might have not heard that Jeffree Star is currently in a whole lot of hot water. So no fear, the guy from the Atozy channel is here to abridge all the nonsense and tea into an understandable format. So hello, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I welcome you to my channel. It would be awesome if you guys subscribed, hit the like button, and feel free to comment anything down below. But let's just get right into this video. So today's video is about some poor actions on Jeffree Star's side. Who would ever expect that this man would ever do some bad actions? I don't know. While there definitely are way more pressing issues going on outside in the world right now, the internet seems to be all zoomed in and focused on the actions of Jeffree Star recently. So I covered a little bit from him in my last video, but in this video, we're actually going to sit down and suffer through all the details together. So let's just get right into this, whatever that was. It seems like all this drama began when this now ex-friend of Jeffree Star made a video exposing his experience with Jeffree Star. His name is Tad David, so I guess you could say he's a tad bit upset over all this. Actually, that was a joke in my last video because I realized his name isn't actually Tad anymore. It's now Tab.
It was never Tad.
Okay, it was never Tad, but I thought it was Tad in the last video, so I needed to keep one of my jokes.
Yeah.
So let's just keep an open tab for Tab here. Do you think Tab ever closes out his tabs? How many tabs do you think Tab has on his computer right now? And how long do you think Tab's average tab is at the bar? But Tab opens up the video explaining that he had a friendship with Jeffree Star that lasted over a decade.
We met around 13 years ago, maybe 14 years ago, off of MySpace and some similar friends that we had and we had been involved with. And when he came to Vegas, we had just become friends and really just acquaintances online over time.
He then goes on to explain the type of behavior, words, and actions Jeffree did. It took him back a tad. His name isn't Tad, so it's not even a pun anymore, but
all the puns that we had lined up, and then we found out his name was actually Tab.
Jeffree told me, wow, I can't believe she canceled the show, and continued to say a very derogatory word towards Jewish people. It starts with a K. I'm not going to repeat the word, but that's what he said about her canceling the show.
Okay then. So this one is one of those stories you hear and you just don't even know what to say. Why would you ever say that? I don't know. I guess we've all heard Jeffree go, I used to be super edgy with all my jokes and I used to say things to shock people, but obviously that one didn't quite land well in the room. So I don't know. That one's a bit of a yikes.
My stomach dropped. It hurt my feelings. I had been put into a position really where I hadn't seen Jeffree in a couple years, and his new world and new friends and new entourage. Even in the first 10 minutes, I was pretty much overwhelmed. So we had decided to go shopping at the Crystals Mall. His assistant had called or whatever and made sure it was cool for us to come to the store. And when we went to the store, we were looking at all this different stuff, all these different bags or whatever, or different wallets or whatever inside of the store. And Jeffree had made a specific comment about illegal leathers and exotic animal skins that are available at Hermes, but aren't legal in the state of Los Angeles. And he had made a comment saying that the same mayor that's making exotics illegal in Los Angeles is the same mayor that is giving illegals green cards. I looked at everyone else's reaction when he said that. They all looked at me, and we all kind of just sat back and was like, wow, I can't believe he's saying this.
So the next thing Tab alleged that Jeffree said that he found offensive, rightfully so, Tad was saying that while him and Jeffree were looking at purses in the store Hermes in Las Vegas, Jeffree allegedly commented on how the types of exotic animal skins Hermes uses for their bags are actually illegal in Los Angeles County. He then makes another one of his infamous Jeffree Star edgy comments by saying, the same mayor who is making exotics illegal in Los Angeles is the same mayor who's giving illegals green cards. Yikes. Okay, so I don't know what the point of saying that was, but so wait, let me get this right, Jeffree. The same mayor who's considerate over exotic animals' lives, wait for it, hold up, he's also considerate of human beings' lives as well? What? Shocker! So, thank you for your very edgy observation. Thank you so much, Jeffree. I know you want something done with that, but hopefully nothing's done with that. Tab also explains that this is the first time he's seen Jeffree in a while, and he was very overwhelmed by the new Jeffree and his entourage and all of their antics. The next thing he explains is later on that night is Jeffree and their group was wanting to go to a club, and the club had a dress code, meaning you couldn't just pull up in shorts and sandals and a ninja t-shirt.
You know, as one does.
I pull up to all the clubs in ninja merch.
And none of them let you in.
Until I go home and change to my Chad Wildclay merch.
Chad Wildclay merch? What is that even like?
I don't know, some ninja gadgets. He'll sell like a paper cup, and then he'll call it a ninja cup. Chad's bit is he just throws ninja in front of any noun, and then he tries to sell it. Not really, but I like to joke about that. But back to the whole club situation, Tab said that he wouldn't be able to enter since he's wearing sweatpants, and since he was also pretty tired, he just kind of wanted to go home that night. But Jeffree, he really wanted him to come out to the club and convinced him to borrow some pants from his security guard.
They wanted to go to a nightclub, so they had a dress code here in Vegas. We have dress codes for clubs. And I had told Jeffree, you know, hey, I'm just going to go home because I had already been feeling uncomfortable. But he begged me to come to the club and was like, hey, you can wear a pair of my security guard's pants or I could buy you a new outfit, whichever you like. So I was like, okay, I will take the pants from the security guard. So when we were walking to his hotel room, which was a couple of rooms down from Jeffree's at the time, and I'm not going to mention his name, but he had told me a story about how he was an ex-police officer. He had got fired in Miami for saying the N-word on the job, and Jeffree flew him from Miami to be his personal bodyguard or security guard or whatever, knowing that about his past.
You just can't make this shit up. I'm starting to wonder if Jeffree actually knows how to be a decent human being. Like, does he actually know how to act right? I'm kind of confused. It's almost like during this point of time, he was like, how can I be as racist, as anti-Semitic, and just as problematic as possible? Oh, wait, let me just do everything I'm currently doing. The next clip I'm going to play is actually where Trisha Paytas enters the scene. If we're playing PlayStation now, Trisha Paytas just entered and was like, where the f my controller at? We're doing split screen now. So feel free to play any boss music because Trisha Paytas has now entered the room. Now she has found a fantastic way to tangle herself into the storyline. So let's go. Originally, as I was doing the research for this video, I was actually going to throw all of this into this video, but now I realized, oh wow, this is actually so much that I could actually just make a whole separate video. So if you guys are interested in seeing me react to Trisha's side of things, feel free to drop a like on this video. If we get 30,000 likes on this video, I'll make a part 2 reviewing Trisha's side of the story. So yeah.
Also, I have a quick side note. We have not forgotten about turning your hair into a car spoiler.
We have definitely not forgotten about that. It's happening on my vlog channel. I'm just currently locked out of my vlog channel because it was registered to my Norwegian phone number. So yeah. I'm working on getting that phone number changed so I can get access to that account again. So we'll be uploading that within a couple of weeks. We'll see, but for some context in this clip, it's now came out that one of the people that Tab is referring to is actually Trisha Paytas here.
We get back from the club, it's probably around 5 in the morning, and there had been a friend earlier in the night that was in the room that didn't attend the club with us. I'm not going to mention the name, but they had continued to make fun of this person all day, talk about how bad their skin was, body shame them, talk about their weight, talk about their past abuse, talk about their recovery, just the most disgusting, horrible things for him, his crew who does hair and makeup, who works in industry, to say. he had brought up Black China, a woman of color, and talking about how stupid she was. And there was a particular time in the night where this guy named Rich Lux, or whatever his name is, he had come up to the hotel room with 2 security guards or whatever that was about. And he had bought Jeffree a gift from Hermes, the same store we were at earlier. And Jeffree let him stay in the room for a good 10, 15 minutes. The second he left the room, Jeffree tells me and everyone else in the room, like, yeah, he got me the cheapest thing in the store. And it's just funny. I already have that. The reason why I mention that is because he has a tendency to just talk bad about everybody.
So yeah, in conclusion, Jeffree Star, at least during this time period, essentially talked about every single person around him, allegedly, including his actual friends, including people who bought 5-digit Hermes bags for him. Bruh, if someone who's not even your blood is spending 5 digits on you and you're not romantically involved with them, holy shit. You should like cherish that person. Like that's a very big gift. I mean, okay, sorry. Might not be a big gift for the great almighty Jeffree Star, but for normal people, that's a massive fucking gift. Humble your ass. Be grateful, please. Like, holy shit. Like, so many more people would actually just love you if he just humbled himself a little bit and was a little bit more grateful. If he just came across as a little bit more grateful, people would love him a lot more. Like, you don't even have to be grateful. Just come across as being grateful on the internet and people fucking love you. But is that hard for you to do? I guess so. Holy shit.
I just love imagining the person coming and being like, hey, queen. Jeffree's like, hey, queen. They're like, here's an Hermes bag. It's like, oh my God, love it. Thank you so much. He leaves after 10 minutes.
It's like, oh my God, that was the cheapest thing in the fucking store. How dare someone buy the cheapest thing in the Hermes store for someone?
I think it's time for Jeffree to put the internet down, honestly. Stop fighting with teenagers and kids on the internet. Stop begging for acceptance from people on the internet. Dig deep down within his soul. Understand that the words that he says have effects on people. They do hurt people.
Well, I mean, with that statement, I feel like Tab ended the video pretty well. He even said something around the lines of Jeffree Star should put down the internet for a bit, which I fully, completely agree with. Definitely after seeing how he handled all the Dramageddon BS. Man, just put away your phone. Have someone else run your Twitter for you. But hey, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys think he's in the wrong? Do you guys think he should ignore this and just continue what he's doing right now? Do you think he should take a break from the internet? What do you guys think should happen with all this? Please let me know in the comments down below. But if you're new here, I welcome you to my channel. It'd be awesome if you subscribed. And if you want to follow me outside of YouTube, you can find me as Atozy on Instagram or Twitter. Links will be down in the description down below. But on that note, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I don't talk, I get it. Yeah, you know I'm about it. If it kill me, I'ma let it. Run into the bag like I'm so athletic. I've been up since 6, making hits like tennis. I've been on fire, I just need my credit. Wanna go far, need to change my settings. Reaching for the stars so my feet touch heaven. Haven't had first, bitch, already want seconds.